I'm putting this on the internet because I have nowhere else to put this, but I'm going to talk for a very long time, and I'm putting this video on the internet only because there are a lot of people like me. I might lose my job. I might lose a lot of things that I have right now in life, but I believe that if I die, this will be the only thing that I'm glad that I put into the world. But I'm going to be very, very honest about what goes on in my head. And if you're afraid of that type of thing, I mean, that's you're just don't like that type of thing, then don't listen, I guess. But I'm gonna talk for a very long time because I have nobody else in the world who I can tell this to, who I'm close to, because I will lose almost everything that I have. I will lose everything. But I think that I have narcissistic personality disorder. I've been told that I had borderline personality disorder. I was diagnosed with it. But then I was undiagnosed with it. And the psychiatrist told me I had major depressive disorder. And I believe I believe the borderline personality disorder was pushed because there was some type of quota that needed to be made to keep that personality disorder in something. I don't know what the fuck, but I don't believe that I actually had borderline personality disorder. I believe I exhibited those traits, but it wasn't because of a fear of abandonment. Because borderline personality disorder, is people leaving you, like, triggers you. I have that, but it's not because I'm afraid of being alone. I'm afraid that I won't have access to the resources that I want or need or see beneficial for myself. Maybe that is what abandonment is, because like when somebody abandons you, you lose access to that person and you lose access to them. But I don't know what the emotional attachment is. I don't emotionally attach to people unless they fit a certain criteria or category. If they don't fit that criteria or category, I usually don't see and see, even right now, as I'm speaking and coming up with words that I'm planning to say out of my mouth, I'm lying as I'm speaking. I'm literally lying as I'm speaking because I'm trying to hide the fact. I'm trying to hide something. Like, I lie a lot. That's another thing. I lie a lot. Like, almost everything that I say out of my mouth is a lie. And it's not even necessarily to be evil. Like, lying to be, like deceitful. But, it's not lying to be deceitful or to it's not lying to be evil and like hurt somebody. Most times I'm lying because I'm afraid of the reaction I'll get if I tell people the truth. If I tell people what is actually on my mind. And so I'm afraid that I'm going to get hurt or that, I'm going to like lose this person, or this person isn't going to want to be friends with me, or this person isn't going to want to talk to me anymore because of the truth. And so in order to save myself and all that from happening, I lie a lot. And I lie a lot to myself to save the same thing from happening with myself, from saving myself from falling apart. Because if I look at reality and if I look at the truth, I'm heading towards the most destructive path of my life. And I don't think at this rate, all the things that I'm doing combined are going to save me. And I hate to admit that, but I don't like to admit it because that is the reality, and I don't want to change it. I don't want to change it because I don't think that there is anything better than this. And so I don't even care if there's better. But right now is okay. And I don't know why I'm okay with just being okay when I can just be better. But I guess it's because better, I don't fathom it. As long as I have, what I want and I can get what I want, then I'm all right. And I have the things that I want. The reason why I'm still doing what I'm doing is because I'm able to have what I want while not doing what I'm supposed to do at life. So that showed me that I don't have to put much effort in to get what I want. And so better takes better, and I don't have better because I've never had to have better. And I don't know how to make myself do better because I know what better looks like. And I know what it could potentially look like. But I don't want to put the work in. And that's awful to say out loud because why wouldn't I? I could have so much of a better life. Like literally manifestation and all that. I was just telling my grandmother, I think manifestation is real, but not in the sense of magic or voodoo. Like you manifest $1,000, so you get $1,000, or it just comes to you. Like, no, manifestation, I honestly believe, is us doing what we believe, because we will only act in what we believe is truth, or what we're allowing ourselves to believe is truth. And so that means you have to believe something, and you can only act out what you believe. That's why acting isn't about acting, it's about believing. It's about putting yourself in that role because you have to believe it. And I don't know where the fuck I was going with that. Anyway, I'm fucked up, bro. And I try to not focus on how fucked up I am because I don't want to take responsibility for myself. I don't want to have to deal with fixing me because I'm not the one who broke me. I feel like, I was put here. Like, I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask for my parents to abuse me. I didn't ask to go through the shit I did. But I'm here. And why do I have to be the one to put all the work in when I'm not the one who broke me? Why should I put work into me if I'm not the one who broke me? And I'm honestly trying to find an answer to that in my mind. Why should I put the work in if... I forgot what the question was. Why should I put the work in? I don't know what I was saying. But it started, I believe my problem started. I honestly believe I believe I've always had problems, but I believe now I'm realizing my problems. And I think it's because either my age, like I'm finally an adult now, and like they say, like when you turn 20 or like 21, like your brain is like, like more like fully developed or whatever. I think that's what's happening. And like my brain is like finally going through those like final stages of full development, and I'm like all the shit is like packing onto me. But it's like I saw this quote from a video. I was like watching a video randomly, and it was by a philosopher or whatever you want to call him. His name was Khalil Gibran, and he was Christian, but he was like a specific type of Christian. I don't remember what they said in the video. But he was born in like the Middle East. I think they said like the Ottoman Empire or something like that. And he came to America, and he went to like the art school, and he was like a writer, I guess. In like one of his books or whatever, he said, "And God commanded us to love our enemies So I started to love myself, or damn, I'm butchering the quote, but he pretty much, he said, if God commands us to love our enemies, then that means we have to love ourselves, because I am my biggest enemy. Nobody has control over me. Nobody can make me do anything. Not even with pain, because pain and torture, some people don't break under that. Some people hold their silence until death. There's so many people who have secrets that they should have told somebody, or things that they should have told somebody, and they held that shit until death. And now they will never say it, and they should have said it. So now, I know that nobody can make me do anything. This is all me. And I need help. Like, I 100% need help. I don't know where to even go, because it's like, I don't even trust myself with the fucking therapist. I don't trust myself with anyone, because I'm very manipulative, and manipulation is my default. It is 100%. I'm gonna say that it's my default. Like, people are like charismatic, or amiable, or they're sweet. Those are like their character traits. Mine is instantly like deception, like manipulation, because I'm always trying to hide. I'm always trying to hide something about myself. Always, because I'm never truthful. Because I don't live in reality. I live in a dissociative state. I live in a what do they all call it? Dehumanizing something, dehumidifying. I don't know. It's something where, like, depersonalization. I live in that shit, bro. Because I do not live in reality. I live like I'm not real. I live like there's no consequences to my actions. I live like I'm in a damn video game. I live like I'm in a simulation, and I don't know how to snap out of it. As hard as reality has hit me, like, what else the fuck has to happen, bro? Like, I'm in reality right now. When I'm high, I'm in fucking reality. I can't hide. But when I'm not high, I'm able to lie to myself every single day. Look myself in the mirror and smile and do the shit that I do. I'm a terrible person. And the fact that I still lay here and I'm still like, I'm okay with my lifestyle. That's the that's the part that pisses me off. It's like, really? I am the worst type of person. People who kill other people, people who rape other people, even people who do terrible, sick, twisted things to people and kill people and torture people. I'm the worst type of person, because I torture myself, and as a result, I torture everybody who comes in contact with me. Because anybody who has any type of relationship with me, I torture them. I manipulate them. I make their lives a lot more confusing and difficult, and I add burdens to them. I add confusion. I feel like I'm what they call a witch, because I just bring confusion to people. Anybody. I bring instability. I bring drama. I bring stress. Because those are all the things that I'm tormented with on a daily basis. I have no peace in me. There's no silence in my head. I'm thinking something every fucking millisecond. There's so many fucking thoughts. And I can't ever get them to shut up. I lay sometimes, like, literally, I don't even sleep on a bed anymore. I used to sleep on an air mattress, but I haven't been doing my laundry and putting it away. So, like, I deflated my air mattress, and, like, I'll put all my clothes on top of the air mattress, and I'll just lay on it and sleep like that. I've been sleeping in the floor, laying on a pile of clothing for about a month now. I choose not to. But when I know I'm about to have sex with a guy, or I'm about to go hook up with a guy, I clean my vagina so well. I clean it. I clean my body so well. You could do like a swab on me and there'd be no bacteria. It's not that I don't know how to clean. I don't choose to put my energy into one thing more than the other because one of them is more rewarding than the other. Even though one is clearly more rewarding than the other. And the crazy thing is, I'm not a dummy. If anything positive comes out of my experience, it's this. And I'm afraid I'm going to die tonight after I turn this recording off. Because there isn't anything that I can do. I have good in me. I don't want to be a terrible person. I don't want to manipulate people. All I really want, and all that I will ever want at the end of the day, I just want to be seen. And I want to be valued. That's all I want. I just want to be seen. And I just want to be valued. That's all. And that's so hard. It's always been so hard. It's always been a burden to be seen. It's always been a burden to ask for attention. And I think that's how all this started. Trying to find ways to get attention from my parents. Because the only way I can get attention from them is if I started drama. Or I created something between them because they were divorced. And that was the only time I got. That was the only time. If I was not creating drama, I had no attention. I wasn't the favorite child. I didn't get any treats. I didn't get any candy. I didn't get to go shopping. I didn't get what everybody else got. I didn't get new shoes, new shirts. I got nothing. And if I started a little drama, if I stole something from my mother and gave it to my other stepmother, next thing you know, I'm the golden child. Rain was so good, all the attention's on me. I didn't make myself that way. That's just a result of my environment, and I see it. And I want to change it. I'm a terrible person. The people, my family, myself. I don't know if there's I don't know. I have good in me, it's there. I don't deny that at all. I love people. It's not that I use them, but I genuinely the chemical response that happens in my body when I am around people and there's nothing even going on. I like people. I love people, and that makes me sound so narcissistic. Am I really that fucked up? I really don't love people? That can't possibly be true. I have emotional attachments to people. My grandmother, my grandfather, but right now my grandmother, to be honest with you, I don't even want to say that out loud, but I'm going to give you a synonymical equation so that you can understand how I feel about my grandmother, and I'm going to compare my grandmother to my grandfather. My grandfather, I love him. I would take a bullet for him. I would jump in front of a train for him because he is everything that I've ever wanted in a father. Everything that a father is, he is. And I've always wanted that. And so I love him. And I care for him and I respect him because he didn't have to be that. He didn't have to be my father. He chose to be that. It wasn't like he had to. He had no responsibility for that. Just by a title, maybe, but the title doesn't make people, automatically something. So, I have emotional relationships with people. I just have to decipher which ones are real and which ones are just fallacies. Or just like made up. But like most of them are made up. It's like, I don't fucking know. There's something wrong with my mind. Like something wrong with the way that I process shit. And like it scares me because I need help. I can't do this alone. I need a team of people. I need to go to like a psychiatric like rehabilitation. I need to start my life over. I need to like learn like how to do every fucking thing over again. Like I'm an ABA therapist and like we have to teach people skills. Like I need to be taught how to like live because right now I do not understand a way of life, any of them. I have a bunch of thoughts in my mind and I'm trying to like fucking make like something solid out of it, but all I have is like pieces of information and like I don't know which one to follow because I don't know if I go this way I'm gonna get this answer. People say that if you do this you get this, but that's not how it works all the time. I keep doing this but I don't get that. People do this shit all the time and sleep around with guys and they're fine. Maybe they aren't fine, but what they show is fine. I'm not fine and everybody else can see that I'm not fine. I'm like tearing myself apart. Everybody can see that I'm not fine. And it's affecting everything. I need help. Like 100 fucking %. I have a psychiatrist, but she treats me like shit. Every time I talk to her, she talks about how I need to tell my doctor that I'm not losing weight. And then I tell her that because of the medication she put me on, I lost like 20 pounds. She's like, oh, okay, never mind. Like, it seems like all she fucking cares about is that the pill doesn't make me gain weight and that losing weight is the best thing for me. And, like, I fucking know that I'm not an idiot. But, like, the fact that she's saying it so bluntly is just straight disrespectful. I've lost 32 pounds in the last 4 months. And I know that, like, people can do that. Like, people lose, like, 10 pounds above, 15. But the fact that it's for me starving myself. I do not eat. This morning for breakfast, I will tell you what I had. I took some mozzarella cheese and I put it in a pan with some butter. I grilled it and fried it until it was crispy, and I dipped it in a little bit of spaghetti sauce. That's what I have for breakfast. I've eaten nothing else today. I've drank some soda, and then the night before, I had 2 10-piece chicken nuggets and a couple french fries. And, like, I'll do this thing where, like, I just binge eat so much. And just eat so much and so much and so much and so much. And then just won't eat for, like, periods of days. And I stopped taking my medication because I noticed that if I stop taking it for a couple of days and I start taking it again, it, like, is stronger. Like, it kicks back in. And so I'll start starving myself again. So I know when I actually have an appetite, my medicine isn't working. And I'll start taking it again. And then boom, it'll go right back. I weighed, my starting weight was 289. I weighed I would say I weighed 268 at the beginning of the month. It's now the 21st of the month, well, now the 22nd of the month, and I'm now 257. So, I don't exercise. I pretty much sleep all day. I'm lethargic, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I'm very unhealthy. I don't brush my teeth. I'm pretty sure I have cavities. A lot of them. My mouth smells like it. I don't take care of myself. I never saw myself as having to. The only time I do is when somebody complains about it. So if somebody were to complain about, like one of the guys I'm sleeping with, were to complain about it, you know, I, want to change it. But like if my mom smelt it, I'd just be like, eh. Like I wouldn't care. And it's fucked up. And it's like, how do I not do that? Like, how do I not fucking do that? That doesn't make any, like, how do I undo that? It's like, I don't even trust anything that comes out of my own head anymore. My mouth is so dry. My saliva is like jellying on the top of my mouth, or my mouth, and like turning into like slime. That's a really nice texture. I can like chew it.